Hey guys, welcome to our install guide for the first gen CP3 Kelpi full system. Today we're fitting up a Black Shorty full system to an MT09, but the process is the same for fitment on the XSR900 or with any of our muffler options. For the parts you'll have in front of you, you should have a set of headers, a link, muffler, standard baffle or both quiet core and standard depending on what you've selected, as well as instructions, springs, brackets and fasteners. You're also going to need a 12mm socket, 13 and 22mm spanners, as well as a spring puller tool and an Allen key set. We'll start by removing the O2 sensor from the exhaust system. This can be done at the connection point, the plug, but can also be unscrewed as long as the cable is unhooked from the cable supports. We'll then start removing the header flange nuts at the front of the motor. Now there's 2 nuts per cylinder and the first gen CP3 is nice and easy to get your hands into without removing the radiator, so no issues there. Once your header flange nuts are off, you can spot the 2 exhaust support bolts on the underside of the bike, which will come off with the exact same extended 12mm socket. The stock system will come down, so make sure you support the exhaust as it comes out. On Cerakoted systems where the flange plates can scratch the coating during fitment, we like to use masking tape to keep the flanges from falling down during install and affecting the finish. So here we are attaching the link to the headers and we're orienting them to match up with the spring mounts on the merge, but noting that we will be rotating the link pipe counterclockwise slightly further so that the O2 sensor is almost touching the sump. And this is what brings the muffler position into its really tucked away sweet spot. As you bring the headers up into their exhaust ports, make sure the gaskets don't fall out during the process. A little dab of grease on the gasket sticks it into the exhaust port appropriately. Get all 6 header flange nuts several turns onto the exhaust studs, but still loose, ensuring the headers have each seated into their respective exhaust ports. From here, you want to adjust your link pipe orientation and slot the muffler with or without baffle fitted into the muffler inlet onto the link to fine tune the position. From here, we'll be attaching the S bracket to the inner side of the stock exhaust mounting point. Use the 90-degree bend on the frame side and get a washer and nut loosely fitted, with the 110-degree bend sitting outwards to match up with the muffler hanger. Make any final adjustments to the muffler position at this point, ensuring a minimum of 5mm clearance from the swing arm, which increases once you're sitting on the bike. Bolt up the fastener set from the muffler hanger to the S-brend, and from there you'll be able to tighten up these 2 fasteners at this bracket. From here you can start tightening the header flange nuts up, making sure each header is seated nicely before torquing them all up. Attach your springs, with a note on the baffle join that you may need to loosen your muffler hanger and retighten if having issues getting the baffle seated into the inlet. From here, it's time to remove the tape, check your O2 sensors nipped up, and clean off any oil or grease or handprints from the systems. And this is just as important on stainless and Cerakoted systems. Start her up, enjoy the tones, and ride safe. Thanks again, and we wish you luck with the install. If you do have any issues, feel free to reach out to us directly via socials or email, and we'll come back to you as soon as possible. We hope you love your new system. Congratulations, and thanks for being a part of the Kelpi gang.